Police say the Mondeor High school pupil who was stabbed to death this morning was attacked by a group of people on his way to school. The 16-year-old was stabbed in the chest outside the school south of Johannesburg. He died on the scene. Our reporter Mahlako Komane joins us in studio. Mahlako, thank you for being with us. Any more details? What do we know?
Yes, what we do know is that when the police obviously came and they started combing the scenes, things that did come up here was that there was footage that was then made available to police. We heard the MEC, who was also there, MEC Lisufi, saying that it was very disturbing as a department for them to see 3 learners from a nearby school that were identified to have been within proximity of the scene. So
this could be, again, teenagers on teenagers.
Well, we were cautioned, obviously, to be very careful of that. We can't jump to conclusion, but it obviously would have to wait for the police giving the undertaking the 72-hour action plan that they've put into motion. So within the next 72 hours or so, we are hoping that there will be an arrest. But obviously, as is procedure, they should then call in these pupils to then try and find out what is it that they know, what is it that what happened there as well.
And apparently something was taken. We heard earlier of a robbery. What details do we have?
The details that we had was neighbors saying that they understood that a cell phone of the learner was taken. That actually the 19-year-old grade 11 learner from Mondeor High. Anything else? What we saw when we were there on the scene, we saw the uniform of the child and the school bag as well. So the only thing that we heard from people that live within that street, you'd understand this was in a suburban area as the child was walking. This was the way that he used to walk to school. Residents saying that a passerby was the one that identified or saw the body lying there, the child lying there, and this is when EMS and the school principal was called in.
So as I understand it, it's only a school issue if a crime happens on the school grounds, but the MEC must be concerned. We've seen things like this where children, teenagers are on their way to school. Is there anything that can be done?
Well, the MEC, he didn't give specifics, but what he did say was that as a province there is legislation that they want to pass to ensure stricter measures. He called stricter measures, and he also called it trying to tighten up the gaps that are within the system. Though he did not give specifics as what is this legislation, what is it that they're hoping to do in terms of tightening up issues to ensure that children do know that there are consequences to their actions. It's not just we were then playing and then a mistake happened. Taking somebody's life is it's murder. The law must then take its course.
And that would be if other students are involved. Like you said, we have to wait for police. Where are they on this?
Police, for now, they did look at the footage. As I said earlier, that they would probably then call in these learners and ask them their version of events to find out what is it that happened. But they have 72 hours that they've given themselves to come back to this family, the Chako family and the Matebula family, to give them answers as to what is it that happened to their son.
All right, thank you very much, Mahlako Komane, on that story. Meanwhile, a memorial service was held for 18-year-old Janet Ntozini at her local high school. The matriculant was murdered after